That is completely... Are you freaking kidding me? I just completely closed. The browser I use to set up the stream. Okay. Oh, we are really, Okay, so, let me just... Okay, we do have quick save. I did notice it actually saving before. We can't actually sleep in here. Puffball plant. So, like the spores of puffball, cast on the wind, and lining with on fresh soil, we put down new roots. Adelaide. Looks like a trophy for our... Oh? Huh. That's Parvati's father. Put my tools with unique mechanical usages. Digging around in here would be an easy way to lose a finger to a sawtooth blade. The modern steel wrench in you. Looks heavily dog-eared with doodles in the margins. Ollie toxin free. Hi there.
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
Okay. You okay, Ellie? Having fun in your cube? Okay, I'll leave it to it then. Modifications. Huh. Ellie. It's so cool running across me. Ellie? Would you mind not getting on my tray table? I'm kind of using it right now. I should be using it most of the time, really. I don't know if I have any particular favorite guns right now. We can tinker. Vulture pistol. I need to pick. I mean, sure, it makes sense that this technically isn't or wasn't ours until recently. Hmm. Wait, where are we going? Okay, welcome to the system map. You see all the points of the system, as well as the special points of interest you may have discovered. To fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked, the some landing bays require special codes and keys before they allow you to land there. Between planets considered extremely dangerous, and employees are encouraged to remain home or at work. Cleaning machine. You found a non-operation sanitation and maintenance out of mechanical on the reliable. If you get running again, it may prove useful. Oh,
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
do you know anything about the auto mechanical gathering dust in the janitor's
The
closet?
unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Is my controller getting unhooked again? I really need to find a way.
Goodbye.
Talk to you later. I think that bulb needs some work, everybody. There's like a fluorescent bulb downstairs that's kind of sparky. I'm gonna look at. I mean, I look at it, but I'm already looking at it. The search term Sam. Do not forget, you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance automechanical in Emerald Vale's scrap heap during your last job. It should not be too difficult to get it up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envision a combat-capable variant. Some might say a clean, mean killing machine. Should be fun. Removal of factory standard part Sunsteeper was successful. Delivery combat modified replacement part Acid Steeper has been delayed. Progress setback to estimated to be a solid 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to. Ah, but I do. I'm giving up hope on the delivery. The part is lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime soon. But good news. I heard from a gal who knows the broker who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of an acid steamer I can filch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following the next pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some persons of interest. Details to come later.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Okay, so we're going to the groundbreaker, okay. Yeah, that's why the arrow's above it, isn't it?
Destination reached. The groundbreaker.
Can we talk? Hey,
Sure.
Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Okay, head over to engineering.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Oh.
Stay safe out there.
Well, I have up to 2 companions. That's kind of cool.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. Get a drink.
Did I bring her with me? I don't think I brought her with me. Damn it. Or is she like by...
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please.
Here you go.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
For freak's sake. How am I gonna get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
I didn't let my ship is impounded.
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
I gotta talk to him, straighten this
You take
out.
the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Got it?
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What can you tell me about Udom Bedford?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Sounds like a fun guy.
Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told.
Looking for someone named Gladys.
Offense. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
See you
Good
around.
seeing you.
I got to
I picked up this weird signal the other day.
Reload my save. I can't.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
Dang it, I don't know.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
On our station?
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly
Crap. I don't know. We don't have Parvati with me, so it doesn't make any sense that I should speak of her. And can I go back on my ship while it's frickin' impounded? Is there a way I could just get Parvati back with me?
What the hell's going on? We were in a holding pattern for 2 hours.
Rizzo's lemon pepper. You're going family tonight.
Also, I like to just go back and tell him that we're Whimsy. Like, we're probably gonna get a similar result. Let me guess, I can't actually get back. What the frig is going on?
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I...
Go to hell! That is bad game design! I make a hard freaking save here. And make sure that we actually... Okay, there we go. That's... We've got a little circle thing under her. There should be something a bit more obvious than a tiny little circle to indicate that we have selected the companion.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Okay. It is definitely bad game design because... That's cool. I'm actually...
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind the heat.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss ball stick, I heard you.
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please.
my name's Whimsy. This is my first time here.
You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
How do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Oh, go talk to me, straighten this
You
out.
take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
I got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence.
Honest.
You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Thanks for the
Sure
info.
thing.
See you around.
Nice seeing you.
Yeah, I figured the same freaking thing would happen. I still think it's kind of bad game design. Like maybe there's other places we could have gone before this. But putting the player in a situation where their freedom is restricted is not a good idea. I don't care how you justify it narratively. I don't feel it's a good idea. Like, I'm a big advocate for player freedom. Like I've already said this in previous streams that when it comes, like, this isn't necessarily even urgency versus agency. It's more like I don't know. It's more like the game versus the player. Also, this is one of the first places you can go to after you get your first companion. You could end up in my situation where you don't realize that you deselected a companion because that's like a whole other type of problem, but like there should be a big like spotlight or highlight around the character or something, not just a teeny dinky little circle, a little pip underneath them. Like, that's not good UI design. So there's that, and then there's the fact that if you happen not to select them, either by accident or maybe on purpose, and then like change your mind, well, tough luck. As far as I can tell, there's no way to get back on the ship unless you do this whole other thing that you're being freaking forced to do. So as far as I can tell, I'm at least partially locked myself out of that side quest because I didn't bring Parvati with me. Again, entirely by accident, but yeah, I was forced to reload a save. Also, I'm not sure how. I'll just mention I'm feeling kind of lethargic tonight, so I might have to just. I might end up calling the stream early. I don't know. I also had a rough day. I missed the bus that takes me to work usually. I actually left around the time I usually do. So yeah. Fortunately my dad was available to actually just drive me to work, but still. But I tried to chase down the bus and failed, so that kind of the sudden burst of exercise that was. But I I dashed so hard that basically um probably someone's experience is like where you just run really like you do the sprint and then your windpipe is kind of sore from the exertion for like an hour or so afterwards. And even after that, I was coughing quite a lot, despite the fact that I regularly take cough drops. But anyway, um, so it's been kind of a day.
This weird signal the other day, it was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then...
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
Something you need?
Oh, talk later. I feel like jumping. Jump. Okay, we're done. It's Space's choice. Much better than Spacer's choice.
Warrant's office used to be in the docking base? Yeah, about 10 years back. That was before Becky
But
negotiated for a bigger office.
bells, shells?
Must be good at his job.
I'd say that's a Critical Role reference, but
Prerogative of management.
but this game came out like a few years before Campaign Free started, so I think Campaign Free started like
Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no
Have
one
you
wants
seen
you on
this man?
Groundbreaker.
Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Oh, real scary. You're really gonna arrest us on our station?
Yeah, this is Chief Junling's ship. You don't own shit here.
Step back! I'm required by board bylaws to use excessive force.
The Mardettes would space you for trying, you waste of O2 scrubbers.
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
Look, just get out of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Ah, whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs with that walking mustache Udon fucking Bedford? I gotta get off this detail.
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed.
Hello.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Whimsy, nice place you got here, Chief.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Copy that, Chief. You can't help you keep the pace.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Once I get out of Benpad, I'm bound for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Brother, you want to talk to Junlei, so go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
For ready to continue.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can...
Don't be shy about requesting time off if you did compare notes in person.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Nice job, Parvati.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
It's kind of warm in here. What's going on?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Why haven't you fixed them yet?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
No room for compromise?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
Yeah, it looks like you need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Am I supposed to know where that is?
Sorry, I forget not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
You tried sending anyone else out or down there to get the parts?
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
None taken. None taken.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding.
I'll get you the parts from the back
Good.
bays.
Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Never knew I could learn so much from talking to people.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first. Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead to an unfair advantage. This is Halcyon News, reminding you that there's no I in news, no we in Halcyon, and no Mercury in Saltuna.
I could give individual points to I'll probably once to get over 50, I guess we can start investing in individual. I think they mentioned that before. We should return to the unreliable. Well, we can't do that. Yeah, we need time here.
McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Parlay is,
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
we can persuade or intimidate, but we don't have the point. Well, we can attack. I was exploring the ship and stumbled on this level.
You stumbled into my court without an invitation, neighbor from above. If you don't have any business, then it's time to light up the grill.
Ah, there's this. Oh, hey. Well, goodbye. Ah! Wow. This is on story difficulty. We could try the frickin'.
Who the? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor.
Hey. Oh, sorry, David. Ooh. That's a lot, guys. I killed your captain, so I'm the captain now. I think. Is that how it works? No? Sorry. Ah! Okay, things that happen to your character that can trigger a flaw offer. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. Choice is yours. Robophobia. No.
Shh.
Does that make sense as a flaw from Whimsy? She is friends with all the other mechanicals.
Incoming!
Are you okay? Hey! Oh my goodness.
What was that?
Down they go! That's the last of them. Eli's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
Okay. Bye guys, I'll see you later maybe. Hopefully not.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
At the parts. What now?
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Oh, define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Okay, I'll make my way
Don't
down
worry,
there.
Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the mass killers, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. Stop the mess that dying.
Oh.
Ain't working.
Ah! Ah! Taking the science weapon? Ah!
Incoming!
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals suited up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak fast if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Wow, not even a stretch! Down they go!
Ah!
Security
Incoming!
patrol.
Get past that armor! Ah! We made it! Nice one!
Let's see here. Where are we going? Down here? Wait. Where's it? Alright. Huh.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means,
Hey, need to reload for a bit.
Got him all!
Here's our 100 92% capacity. Each time Hinks are 98% capacity. And only fraction. Empty restless. Half cooked solutions are all you got to mend Groundbreaker's bones. Okay, we can't revive without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. I can rally our spirits, but what happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be see for an offense that lasts me. I'll take that bet. Take that bet. No plans, any problems. Found some of Chief Guiling's those schematic. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing because she spent half of her career patching it up. Lots of corners cut when they put this place together. Among my papers, I also found a layout of a hangar that doesn't match any of my docks. Something that might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. I hate to put sentiment down in print, but every time I open a panel or find some workaround in the guts of this old burger, it's like I can feel you reaching out to me from the past, Grandma.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
I wish the interact button was different from the freaking gun button. I'm just gonna read this to myself.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Military service does not
This definitely has a cyberpunk vibe.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Yeah, I've been meaning to tell you, you got something on your, all over your face. You might want to wipe it off. Bye.
Hey, you the one who fixed those radiators? Nice work. You really saved our buns. Whenever you're free, let's have a chat. You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time.
We run out of time. You head somewhere?
Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon.
Why are you about to lose comm capabilities?
Our primary relay station's soon to be eclipsed by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Sounds like time to get the auxiliary station back online.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
I can check out the relay, no need for an official sign-off in that case.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
You just let messages from Earth sit in memory on an orbital relay?
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
I'm off once I get unimpounded. It's me.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
He's kind of dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What's your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Sure, he sure did. I really wouldn't know.
It must have been lost with Alex then. One more tragedy to top the pile. Tell me, how did he die?
Yeah, he died in an escape pod accident.
Oh, awful business that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details.
Yeah, I'm very sorry, but can we get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Never mentioned him.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What's this about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's my white whale, I suppose.
Oh, I don't know anything.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
Oh, we're out. Fortunately, we don't have to make deception checks. Well, we're leveling up pretty fast here. We could probably put a few points in the leadership. That's an interesting system, I guess, because you probably gives it a higher persuade value. Interesting. Your fast travel while encumbered.
I know she's in there, Mfuru. You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Benhill.
I am not making a scene.
There you are.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Yeah, we were told to tell you to get off his ass about your shipment. His words, not mine.
Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Who's Irion?
Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
What do you need mechanicals for?
Surgery, mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker.
Why is that?
The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything.
Try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Are we going through there, or? Hopefully not.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
You said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay?
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the 1 nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms? Depends on what the qualms are, but let's hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Is some sort of automated message?
Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide.
Hardy said we want to be liable to cheat on sight.
Quite the opposite, I believe. Nothing terribly secret about gunfire, is there? If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Need someone to snoop around for you?
My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake? I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies.
Oh, suppose you can count on me.
Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Let's see what we have for
I've
sale.
got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I tossed together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Okay. The kit applies inspiration slogans in easy to record locations, increasing dialogue and leadership skills. Armor mod. Okay. This price for you can purchase it for 10,000 bits.
Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Just pump up for the less broken armor.
You see we had a conveyor pull in? One of them interstellar jobs.
Party was something that.
Hey, you got a second?
Sure.
Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by, just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Seem pretty eager to problem with someone you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Oh, tell me why I should hire you.
You're serious. You're giving me a shot. All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
Are you reading off your hand?
Yeah. It's a second draft. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
I'm sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress.
Sure.
Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire. In conclusion, thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang. I look forward to our adventures together.
I thought that was real good, Felix.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What do you think? Am I in?
Yeah, my ship. What kind of ship do you think I'm running? How about an interview?
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's the value of pie?
It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust, maybe with a little cream on top. Classic.
Perfect, you're hired. Are you any good in a fight?
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
What's your biggest flaw?
Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker.
Perfect, you're hired. You want to tell me why you're out of work?
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And that's when you resolve your differences like an adult, right?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Oh, suppose you're hired.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not going to regret this.
You got a crew now, Felix.
The unreliable. Oh yeah, I need to get some more water. Okay. I figured probably gonna do at least one mission. Like normally I'd be up for like a couple more hours, but having a bit of a snack, and also I'm feeling just slightly under the weather.
This is my favorite room. It's so spacious.
Sure. Grenade launcher now. Not sure if I ever actually use it. Hey, tinker weapons I have equipped or did I do? There's the bolter pistol. Unless we're engineering virtuoso, that's 150? I really like the look of the weapon too. It actually costs money, I guess? Huh. Alright.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Sure.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Comes from the heart, you say?
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. The trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. Made my chest hurt, kinda.
It sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
You're the worst person I've ever met. To hell with them.
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Everything okay?
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
See, anyway, are you even dating? Hey, we're close, not anymore.
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
Tricky tells everything. Would it be easy to just talk to her?
Maybe for you. I start thinking about all the things she could say and my guts start crawling up my throat. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Okay, well, we were just there, and we've got other things to do. I mean, no. Offense? I don't know. We're going down.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
That's a stress call. Can you play it back for me?
Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. Mm-hmm.
Who's living in a relay station all the way out here?
Captain, this place is supposed to be empty, yeah? 'Cause I got the queerest feeling.
That's bunch of robots. Well, don't have to worry about them just yet. Or automechanicals, whatever you want to call them. Back in my day, we called them robots. Printed in this manual have been covered by a mostly illegible scrawl. Entire paragraphs are crossed out with bright lines of dark ink in some places. The pages are torn through from the force of whoever wielded the pen. One section describing the correct procedures for setting all mechanicals on a proper charging schedule is mostly untouched. Random letters of the text are circled as though the owner were trying to discover some messages hidden within.
System alert.
Don't mess with us.
Beginning security
That's
control.
what you get.
Wait, that's
Security protocols triggered.
Jackass is incoming!
Ow! I need to figure out how to disarm those things. I should just try to avoid them. Previous journal escape. I had to start a new journal. I cannot read my previous entries about the whispers tempting me. The whispers do not stop. Every person I see, the whispers tell me to help them. They show me the pain and longing hiding in their eyes. They tell me how these people want, know, and need the gifts I can give. All it would take is a few moments with a blade, a bright foundation of crimson to delight the eyes, and all of their pain will be gone. I could do it. I know how to help them. It's harder and harder to stop myself. I saw a friend today, an old friend from school, who's now a doctor for Auntie Cleo. I told him about my dreams. Nothing outright. Oh no, I'm not so foolish as that. I told him it was an old book I found and described my dreams and whispers as happening to a character in the book. I asked how he'd helped this character. He looked at me and he knew. The whispers told me to end his pain, and that he'd tell. I got up and left quickly. I did not hurt him. I had to leave by Byzantium. He will tell. They'll come for me and lock me away. I must find a secret place, a place I can be alone, a place with no whispers. It had to have one pretty reloaded.
Good, boss. Try another weapon.
Nice one.
I don't think you're getting through. That was fun.
A janitor. Oh. Seems to be inactive. Whispers have a source. I found it. I found it. I take a refuge on an orbital relay station. It is smaller than a worker's hovel, barely a few thousand square meters, but sufficient for my needs. I was able to flee Byzantium with enough bits to purchase supplies to last for decades. A strange being among common people on the groundbreaker. The whispers barely stirred at the sight of their ill-fed, scarred, and unwashed bodies. There were a few freighters docking there, bringing real people from Byzantium. I could almost have made a home free of temptation. Free. As I made this place livable, or as much as it can be, I started hearing the whispers from the relay terminal. It told me to listen to the voices traveling through the aether to reach me, calling out to me to help them, alone, lonely, needing my help. I found a way to power down the transmitter. No more voices in the aether, and no more whispers. They fell silent. That was not me. It's not. I am not this foul thing that I have feared for so long. It was the voices in the aether trying to make me hurt others. But I was stronger than they, and I have defeated them. I've already begun making plans to return to my home. Now that the whispers are defeated, I can resume my life again. I can't wait to return. I've missed my family and coworkers so much, especially Delilah. What's this thing have? Ooh, model spaceship.
Heads up!
Ah! Sorry. All right.
Oh, gosh. He's dead, ain't he?
Yeah, he's long gone.
Oh, so wrong. The whispers did not stop. They have returned. They howl at me. Demanding I return home and battle the streets in crimson, bright crimson, beautiful crimson. I cannot think of any. I can think of only one way to end this. End. Forgive me, Delilah. Relay transmitter.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
I was about to go grab some drinks. Now we're here.
Heard from the lasses down on 22 that you did a contract for sublight.
Only one, a legit haul.
Rizzo mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Hello?
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help yourself to a piping hot frozen dinner.
Oh, it's Martin. Hey, Martin. Still wearing the hat?
How observant. I'm authorized to state that this uniform is more than headgear. It's a state of mind, and our customers know the difference. Oh, and it's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
Let's see what I got
Have
for
a
sale.
look.
A light machine gun. Oh, you can get Moon Man helmet. Huh. You change magazine damage type to shock. I should that. Toss ball blocker. I have plenty of energy cells. Pleasure doing business with you.
CNP Borston Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borston Baked Beans is the only one.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
How do we get there? Oh, through the freaking door.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular...
My comm center already got an update ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly.
Yeah, aside from a mentally ill person who took their own life. Anyway, here's their backup.
Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
I've ever actually had to hack anything, so... hit my... It still requires a handgun skill. Huh.
The news packet had the tossball scores from the Connors. You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? Ah, that's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
Sure. Flamethrower.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner?
Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you. When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry, who gave you a needle full of love? Auntie Cleo, that's who. Have you given your auntie
Need
a
directions?
hug today?
Try an engineer. Groundbreaker's a bit of a
Story
maze.
brought to you by Halcyon News.
A new face. What's your pleasure, stranger? What ain't I got?
Okay, do I have to buy something for her or what? Talk to her.
Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert? Oh, and
Huh?
don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
I'm the expert. I'm actually not much of a drinker. Better start loading up like a beer. Or you're not much of a drinker. Okay. Are you sure you want to seem nervous? Like, there's no option like for where we're, because Whimsy, to varying degrees, has been a straight edge. Like, not like a dude straight edge, but you know. Like, it kind of varies from time to time. But, generally she reserves it for, you know, at worst she reserves drinking for special occasions. Are you sure you want to do this? You seem nervous.
Oh, no, that's on account of my not being able to sleep lately. Makes my hands all twitchy, you know. I've just been lying awake, thinking about what Junlei said, and feeling my heart shake.
Okay. We're both new to the whole loosening up thing. How about wine?
Well, that's fruit and such, right? Okay, wine it is. Bottoms up.
I'm no expert on wine, but ain't you supposed to drink that stuff with your little finger up?
Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good? Oh, Captain, I'm pining for Junlei something fierce. What am I doing?
You're going on a grand adventure across Halcyon?
You're funny. Yeah, I guess we're doing that, aren't we? Crewing together, seeing the stars. It's like something out of a serial. I like the ones with grand romances. And I think I'm flubbing mine. I don't know what to do about us.
Rough track record of relationships. Start by telling me why your message got you so unsettled.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
What is she actually writing the message? You haven't said.
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
What is this really about?
I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all climbing up my throat. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
Let's get you some water.
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
Good thinking, boss. You just saved Parvati a whole lot of trouble.
Shush you.
Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared.
What about me?
You're swell, Captain, don't get me wrong. I like spending time with you, going on adventures and all, but that ain't the same as romance. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
So stop there, you're on a roll.
Don't you tease me in my moment of weakness. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
You can't control people who act in it. Even people you care about.
What do you mean, Captain?
The only thing you control is yourself.
So if I'm doing my very best to be kind and open-hearted, I shouldn't worry how she thinks of me? Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts.
Well, we all do.
I suppose so, but I want to be my best self for her. A good person, worth caring for. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... wow. So much to think about.
You're gonna ask her out?
Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should?
What does the booth tell you? Don't just ask for my opinion. Play for yourself.
Hey, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
You know something, Parvati? You ought to come drinking with the crew more often.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
Hey you, where's my order?
I delivered it 2 minutes ago.
I'm going to... I'm gonna have to freaking look into, like, whether this game has romance options at all. It's like for future reference, I suppose. There is no romance other than occasionally being able to flirt. Wow. Here's why the other world doesn't have romance options. There's a romance guide. You're making me not like this game. Apparently. Apparently the developer explained quite a while ago why they wouldn't be included in the game. Okay. Because they're hard and involve a lot of work. Wow. That is like the lamest excuse. I might have to like see. I don't know if there's any how mod friendly this game is. Um, and granted, I don't know if there'd be any. Like romance options are kind of becoming a standard in these kinds of games. And that seems like a big gaping hole in what feels like an otherwise solid. Also, like for the purposes of role playing, I like the idea of being able to build like any kind of relationship with any character, and there's likely some mechanics for that, but like I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about that. And the excuse is like they just didn't have enough resources to commit to that aspect of the game or something. And it's just, I know that like Serana is just from Skyrim is just with the mod incredible and like he's a tough act to follow, but this game is literally not even trying. It's more interesting in taking a character you might like and having them hook up with someone else. Having you help them hook up with someone else. And Whimsy's not going to be mean about that because she likes Bravati. But it's like basically Whimsy is doomed to be forever alone in the romance department. That's just a bit too real for me. So on that note, that incredibly depressing note, um, like I'm gonna look into like what kind of mods this game has because I'm curious, but I imagine it's probably impossible to add additional companions since the companion system is feels like it's very much locked in to like you have the character select screen with all these different slots in it. But it's just gonna be weird because I've been kind of like I maybe I should have done my research, but like I felt like, oh, it's an RPG. Of course, there's romance options. There's like Mass Effect, um, the newer Fallout games, um, like at least like Fallout 4 definitely. I think that there may have been some degree of romance type of options in. Like it doesn't even need to like build up to some great love scene or whatever. It it just like all you really need is at least for me, for my taste, is just good writing, some dialogue options and that lead along that line. There doesn't necessarily need to be like a sex scene at the end of it. Like it literally could just be fade to black and then it's just implied with you don't have to actually like create nude models of all the characters that you can romance or anything or you know animations for all the bedroom action. Like it doesn't need to go that far. But yeah, I'm just incredibly disappointed that that's not the case. Like I'm kind of cool. I mean, it feels very sudden that like okay, I've already just met this woman, and then suddenly we're jumping into this whole like like they're dating now, and like we literally don't have the option to like literally tell her like hey like we're kind of into you like whatever. Like, we're probably gonna keep going, I suppose. It just breaks my heart in a way that, like, I can't take anything in that direction role playing wise, because it's literally like no one's going to reciprocate any feelings that Whimsy might have for that character. So, like, what's the point of even role playing that aspect? Like, we started role playing that aspect, and I guess, like, Parvati's kind of giving us an out now, like, that she's potentially seeing some other person. But then it's just kind of tragic. Anyway. I kind of hate to end things on that kind of a note, but like it is just a revelation. Like 4 years, I mean, since this game came out, and I haven't checked it out. And when I finally have, I've learned that there's no romance options. I mean, there aren't really any in base Skyrim either. Like, you can marry people, but, like, that's, like, neither here nor there. I think Fallout 4 is probably the closest. But I guess Obsidian was on a budget. I mean, this is a pretty decent looking game. It seems to run pretty well, too. I mean, it hasn't crashed so far, at least. It's also interesting that Parvati seems to be maybe asexual. I mean, it seems to be what's being implied anyway. Anyway, let's just get on with the outro. Bunch of things you can do. It'll take a few seconds of your time before the other things that are a bit more involved. But of course, it's all entirely up to you. And as always, I thank you very much for watching. Until next time.